I find that the easiest way to start off a bob cut from long hair is to pull all the hair back into a ponytail. Pull the ponytail down to the length that you want the bob to be and just snip off that remaining hair.
Here with me, I get this feeling my heart skips a beat. I just want you to stick around.
So I'm going to kind of eyeball the way that I want the hair to lay as far as just kind of the longest lengths and how I just want the hair to fall in the back. So I just made sure that I comb the hair all in one direction. You have to go back and forth by combing the hair, making sure that it's laying down the way that it would naturally fall. And then I'm just traveling my shears across the bottom length of the hair and just snipping off so that I can give myself a visual on how I want the hair to kind of fall. It's easier to show you than tell you, but I'm just going up by ½ an inch at a time and just snipping off the ends, continuously combing down the hair, just making sure that there's no unevenness, chunky spaces. I'm moving the hair around just to see how the hair would fall. And yeah, we're just perfecting the bottom part of the actual bob.
Girl, you know you got my heart, and I'ma be right here.
So there's two ways that I'm going to cut these layers. First, I'm going to pull out a vertical section of hair and pull it towards my body at about 90 degrees, and I'm going to cut at a 90-degree angle straight down.
I'ma be right here. And who was the one who was your first kiss? Who stuck around when you with me? Oh, how can I say this to you? Baby, you're the one. I'll give you all the
Next, I'm going to pull the hair closest to the ground, more at a 45-degree angle, and make a vertical cut.
Love me, boy. I want your loving. There is no other. You got my heart.
So you want to repeat these two steps of cutting across the entire head, from the back to the front, of course. And once you get that basic cut, that's all you're looking for. As far as cleaning up any stray hairs, or if you're just very, very particular on how those layers are hitting, I find that it's easier to clean up the cut after the hair has been styled. So once I start running the flat iron through the hair and the hair is straightened and it's moving a little bit better, then I go in with either my shears, which I'm going to show you in this video, of course, or my razor comb to kind of clean up any chunkiness or just perfect the basic cut. But this is basically how I do a long layer bob. So we're doing the straightening process, so it's nothing too crazy or too, I don't know, complicated. You're just sectioning out the hair. I would take, thin pieces, or as thin as your flat ironing tool can handle. If your flat ironing tool is heavy duty, then you can take maybe chunkier pieces. But what we're doing in this step is we're just basically straightening out the hair and allowing the hair to be, basically as straight as possible, so that when we clean up the haircut, we can be sure that all the lines are laying and behaving correctly. It's kind of hard to get that precise cut if your hair is it has a little texture to it. So if you can straighten it out, or if you can cut the hair while the hair is wet, then it's easier to get a very precise cut. So there's no science to how I'm flat ironing the hair. I can basically see where I want to clean up any chunkiness. You can see from this side that it's a little bit too heavy on one side of the back, so it's not a huge deal. It's going to be a lot easier for me to blend it at this point, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So now it's time to clean up any chunkiness and messiness about this haircut. And I love to do this in the styling process. It just makes it so much easier. You can see the behavior of the hair now. It's easier to kind of flow with me. You can see, I guess, the position of my hands, how I am cutting the hair. You can see what hair is poking out, what hair I'm getting rid of. And I'm kind of pulling the hair up and like letting it drop, because I do want it to be sort of a soft, wispy, just really free flowing kind of bob. I'm sorry, I'm just jumbling all over the place, but it's pretty easy to see what I'm doing, and it's really easy to kind of clean up a cut once you have the basic cut in there and the hair is styled. I know it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but it's not rocket science. Once you got those 2 basic cuts down, it's fine. And this last little thing that I'm doing is just I'm just notching in the hair a little bit just to break it up and soften it up. Lastly, I'm just going to go right back into my flat ironing tool and just bend the hair back, and that's just going to finish off the hairstyle. So we're just pulling out vertical sections and curling the flat iron towards my body, away from her face, and it's going to give us that beautiful soft feathery look.
And who was the one who was your first kiss? Who stuck around when you winning? How can I say this to you, baby? You're the one. I'll give you all my love. 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 Yeah.
So I wanted to show you guys a better view of how the back looks as I continue to do the finishing touches on the styling. As you can see, there is elevation to the back of the hair. It's not a severe sort of elevated bob. It's still soft. I wanted it not to be so blunt, so that's why I wasn't really aggressive with the layers, but it did take a few steps for us to get that soft kind of stack look. It's a very lengthy bob. The longest pieces are right above her shoulders, or right below her shoulders, and the shortest piece is right at the bottom of her neck, just a little bit past the nape. So it's a nice, lengthy, easy to style, easy to wear bob, nothing too dramatic. We're just finishing up on the styling. I usually add a little oil to my hands and kind of run it through the hair. And of course, if you have your sides out and you like them slicked down, I use a little edge control. This is actually edge control that I use from QP, and it's a pretty good edge control. I find that most edge controls are created equal. They all kind of flake up or turn white in some way or another, maybe some less than others, but for the most part they're the same kind of product, so I have no bias right now. I just love to use that to finish it off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you did learn a lot from it. I didn't give too much away, but hopefully I didn't make it too complicated. I really love this bob. It's a perfect haircut for the spring, and it's a perfect haircut from someone who wants to go short but not too dramatic. Make sure that you guys are following me on Instagram. Make sure that you thumbs up this video if you want to see more hairstyling videos as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I have a previous video on this makeup look, so make sure that you check it out. And if you were subscribed, you would have already known that. All right, so yeah, see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah. Love you. Bye, Square Bears.
How can I say this to you? Baby, you're the one. I'll give you all the love. Oh, baby, baby, you ain't gotta be afraid.